Hello, this is Carol Springer from Gabriel Sales, and today I'm going to show you how to import a list into Pardot. Alrighty, so if you have not seen my video on using an email template, that is available with a free template that you can download as well. That will just make the process very smooth. Okay, but let's assume you already have your CSV file ready to go. Okay, so when you go into Pardot, I'm in Pardot Lightning. There's two different places I can import. I can go into Pardot settings and then import, or I can go into prospects and Pardot prospects. Oh, I was there already. Import prospects, okay? And if you have used Pardot Classic, this is exactly what it looks like in Pardot Classic. And you go to the briefcase on the left, go to admin, import, and then it'll bring you here as well. Okay, so as a best practice, if for some reason someone has given me a list from Salesforce to import, maybe there's Salesforce leads that just didn't flow into Pardot, then I'd always want to match by the Salesforce CRM ID. So if you don't know what that means, ask your admin to include the contact ID or the lead ID at the import and then match here. But I'm going to be, this is say for a webinar, I am just going to match by email address. And one of the beautiful things to note, Pardot will not create a duplicate at this import. It's going to match by an existing email address in the system. Okay. And if there happens to be a duplicate, it will match to the most recently active prospect with that email address. Okay. And now I can either do a drag and drop or a import. That's a CSV file right there. It always has to be CSV. Okay, you want to look at your marketing permission policy. Make sure you are aware of that. Okay, and since I use my template, I don't have to worry about mapping because I have everything, first name, last name, everything just mapped. And if for some reason, sometimes I may want to update something, I know that these are really good phone numbers. So then I might want to overwrite the phone numbers. Or one thing I do for webinars is I have a custom field called webinar last attended date, and we'll mark it there. Okay. And so next is I'm going to add to a campaign. I'm just going to add to my webinars campaign. And note, adding this to the campaign adds it to that source campaign. So if you for sure need all these people in a Salesforce campaign and you are not sure if, and they have been in the system already, this won't automatically add them to that new Salesforce campaign. So it's best to then also run an automation rule just to make sure everyone is added to the Salesforce campaign with responded. So you can look up campaign videos in another section. Okay, next we're going to add it to a list here. Okay, you don't have to add to a list, but it's really hard to find these people again if you don't add to a list. So I always recommend, even if it's temporary, always put them in a list so you can review your work to make sure you did everything right. Okay, I don't undelete unless you know for some reason people end up in the recycle bin unnecessarily. But I typically keep that unchecked. Okay, so which list do I want to add to? I made one called webinars. I just made it today. Webinars, December 2021. Choose selected. Next. And this is great. So then I've done this probably thousands of times, but I still always look, okay, first name, last name. Sometimes spreadsheets get flopped and you have the wrong information in the wrong column. So I like to just do a gut check here. This all matches. I do not want to overwrite anything. Okay, and then I always look at this again. My import file was December 21, and it's going to that list, and the campaign is webinars. I'm not pulling people out of the recycle bin, and now I confirm and save. Okay, and that is how you import. And it's going to take a few minutes. It could take 10, 15 minutes for the import to complete, and also for those people, maybe another 10 minutes to show up on that list. So don't freak out if you don't see it right away. Just be patient. Thank you so much, and let us know if you have any comments, questions, or any other videos you would like us to make. Have a great day.